going and saying Donald Trump is not legally or officially the first lady to President Musk. I'm sorry, he's not legally. He's not legally or officially the president, and no one's saying it. That's not my words; those are SCOTUS's words. SCOTUS said he can't be kept off the ballot. They never said whether he could be, serve or not. They just pushed the.
Well, actually, they did.
Actually,
they did. I was wrong about that before the end of the year when I said that. And in fact, I was educated by a great video that Ben Mysalis from Midas Touch put together. The fact of the matter is that what the Supreme Court actually said was that Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, which says if you started an insurrection, you can't serve, does not actually exist. It doesn't apply. It has to be, Congress has to pass effect, and Congress never passed that law. So here we are.
Okay, but SCOTUS did weigh in apparently, but they committed a crime.
I agree with you, Brian. I don't think he should be. I disagree with the Supreme Court. First of all, I think that their interpretation is wrong. And by the way, Amy Coney Barrett joined the three Democrats on the court in saying that interpretation is wrong. Unanimously, although they took down the Colorado and Maine's efforts to take Trump off the ballot, but that was a different rationale. That was that this is a federal election and states don't control federal elections. It has to be the federal government that does this. So it should have been Merrick Garland that took him off the ballot, frankly.
Well, once
but Merrick Garland doesn't. He's a terrified little man.
So all that is against our Constitution, but even and you agree. But even once the second there are people in jail right now who have been put there because they have been adjudicated to be, to have committed insurrection against this country.
Yeah, sedition specifically, yes.
Sedition. Section 14, Amendment 3 says if we're living on this technicality that Donald Trump hasn't been convicted of that and blah, blah, blah.
No, the technicality is that Congress has to pass a law saying, yes, Section 3 is now the law. Section 5 of the 14th Amendment says Congress may pass appropriate legislation enacting the provisions of this law. Now, those primarily related to Sections 1 and 2, which established equal protection under the law and some other provisions, which are very vague notions. And so Congress had to clarify what that means. And of course, it was meant to by and large give black people, equal access to the law as white people. And we know that like Plessy versus Ferguson in 1898 blew that one up. But the Section 5 says Congress can pass legislation to put this into effect. And the Supreme Court decided, or at least, 6 conservatives on the Supreme, or 5 conservatives on the Supreme Court decided that until Congress writes a law saying, yep, the Section 3 of the 14th Amendment is real, it can be enforced now, until that happens.
I mean, America no longer exists.
Well, America still exists, but, we've been pretty badly screwed by these guys, and they're hell-bent for leather to continue it. Brian, I got to run. Thanks for the call. 22, I do agree with you by and large, though. 22 minutes past the hour. Stick around.